Good morning. As the sun rises over Seoul, a new chapter in South Korea's defense story is beginning to unfold, one that has been years in the making and is set to reshape the region's security landscape. After years of intense negotiation and behind-the-scenes diplomacy, South Korea has finally received the long-awaited green light from the United States to develop its own nuclear-powered submarine. This decision didn't come easily. It's the result of persistent efforts by South Korean leaders and military officials, who have argued that such advanced technology is essential for the nation's security in an increasingly unpredictable world. This historic approval, announced at a landmark 2025 summit in Seoul, marks a dramatic and unprecedented shift in American foreign policy. For decades, the U.S. has been cautious about sharing nuclear propulsion technology, but changing global threats have prompted a reassessment of old rules. For South Korea, this is more than just a military upgrade. It's a powerful recognition of its growing status as a key global partner. It's also a signal that the U.S. trusts Seoul to handle sensitive technology responsibly, especially as the country faces real and evolving security threats from its neighbors. The U.S. endorsement now clears the way for Seoul to turn its long-held strategic vision into reality. South Korean engineers and naval planners can finally move forward, designing and building vessels that will transform the nation's defense capabilities and strengthen its position on the world stage. Nuclear-powered submarines offer unmatched stealth, endurance, and operational reach. Unlike conventional submarines, they can remain submerged for months, travel vast distances, and operate undetected in contested waters, giving South Korea the ability to monitor, deter, and respond to threats far beyond its shores. This move signals a deepening alliance between Washington and Seoul, and a shared understanding that the Indo-Pacific security dynamics are changing rapidly. As new challenges emerge, both nations are committed to working together to maintain peace and stability in the region. While the road ahead will be long and complex, this approval is the critical first step toward a stronger, more secure future for South Korea. It's a moment of pride, hope, and determination, one that will shape the nation's destiny for generations to come. What makes a nuclear-powered submarine so special? Unlike diesel-electric subs, which must surface regularly for air, nuclear subs use onboard reactors, allowing them to stay submerged for months. This means near-invisible stealth and the ability to operate far from home waters. Nuclear power provides virtually limitless energy, enabling high speeds and rapid response to crises. These subs can gather intelligence, protect shipping lanes, and launch counterattacks from undetectable locations. For South Korea, this is a game-changer, transforming its defense from a limited deterrent to a powerful, unpredictable shield. Potential adversaries must now assume a silent, formidable guardian could be anywhere. This uncertainty shifts the balance of power and strengthens South Korea's security. That's why Seoul has pursued this capability for so long. The recent approval for a new submarine project marks a pivotal moment in U.S.-South Korea relations, representing far more than just a military upgrade. This move is part of a sweeping economic and security pact that signals a new chapter of collaboration between Washington and Seoul, one that is set to reshape the strategic landscape in East Asia and beyond. The agreement brings together the strengths of both nations, combining military innovation with economic ambition. It's a comprehensive partnership that extends well beyond defense, touching on trade, technology, and energy. President Trump announced a historic $950 billion deal, which includes massive South Korean investments in the U.S. economy and energy sector. This is one of the largest bilateral agreements ever signed between the two countries, reflecting their shared commitment to growth and security. South Korea's commitment features $350 billion dedicated to reducing U.S. tariffs, making American goods more competitive and opening new markets for both sides. An additional $600 billion will flow into American energy and business sectors, fueling innovation, infrastructure, and job creation across the country. The new submarine will be constructed at Philadelphia Shipyards, operated by South Korea's Hanwha Ocean. This project blends American and Korean expertise, creating a unique model of international co-production and technological exchange. But this deal isn't just about advanced military technology, it's about building a future together. Co-production means thousands of new jobs, revitalized industries, and a shared vision for industrial growth. The agreement redefines the alliance, transforming it from a traditional protectorate relationship into a truly integrated partnership, where both nations share risks, rewards, and responsibilities. South Korea gains access to vital submarine technology, boosting its defense capabilities, while the U.S. secures major investments and strengthens its position with a reliable, technologically advanced ally. Economic prosperity and military security are now deeply intertwined, with each side benefiting from the other's strengths and resources. This landmark deal lays the groundwork for South Korea's first nuclear-powered submarine and ushers in a new era of cooperation, innovation, and shared progress for both nations. South Korea's global leadership in shipbuilding makes this ambitious project possible. The nation is home to some of the world's largest and most advanced shipyards, where innovation and efficiency are at the heart of every operation. These sprawling facilities are not just symbols of industrial power. They are the engines driving South Korea's reputation as a maritime powerhouse. Over decades, South Korea has honed its expertise in building both commercial giants and sophisticated military vessels, including the state-of-the-art KSS-3 submarines. These submarines represent the pinnacle of South Korean engineering, featuring advanced stealth, propulsion, and weapons systems that rival those of any nation. This deep well of experience gives South Korea a robust foundation for tackling the complex challenges of nuclear submarine construction. Skilled workers, advanced robotics, and a culture of precision all contribute to the nation's readiness for this next leap. Hanwha Ocean's recent investment in the Philadelphia Shipyard is a strategic move to modernize American facilities, aiming to blend U.S. nuclear expertise with Korea's world-class shipbuilding capabilities. This partnership is designed to create a new standard for international collaboration in naval engineering. While there's ongoing debate about whether the submarine should be built entirely in the U.S. or Korea, most experts agree that a hybrid approach, leveraging the strengths of both nations, offers the best path forward. The Philadelphia yard currently lacks the specialized nuclear facilities and a workforce trained for such advanced projects. That's why collaboration and knowledge transfer between the two countries are absolutely essential for success. This groundbreaking project will fuse America's decades of nuclear propulsion experience with Korea's efficient, high-quality manufacturing processes, creating a synergy that neither country could achieve alone. Observers are confident that, with this unprecedented partnership, South Korea is poised to join the elite club of nations capable of building and operating nuclear-powered submarines. Ultimately, it's the fusion of industrial might, technological innovation, and international cooperation that will unlock the future of nuclear submarine construction, and South Korea is ready to lead the way. Building a nuclear submarine is a marathon, not a sprint. The first step is securing a U.S. agreement on nuclear fuel, a sensitive and complex negotiation. Once resolved, construction is set to begin in the late 2020s, with years of painstaking work ahead. The toughest challenge, installing the nuclear reactor and propulsion plant, requiring specialized facilities and highly trained workers. The first vessel is projected to launch in the mid to late 2030s, reflecting the immense technical hurdles. Training crews for nuclear operations is a massive undertaking, demanding new expertise and doctrine. South Korea's timeline is realistic, learning from international projects like AUKUS. The focus is on building the sub correctly and safely, not just quickly. This long-term approach aims to establish a sustainable, world-class capability. South Korea's shipbuilding is world-class, but it relies on the U.S. for nuclear technology and fuel. Under current agreements, Seoul can't enrich uranium for military use and must source fuel from the U.S. Washington's approval to share nuclear propulsion tech is rare, previously granted only to the UK and Australia. This deep trust comes with strict oversight and responsibilities. The U.S. will provide technical assistance, training, and safety protocols, ensuring the program is managed securely. American experts will help oversee reactor construction and crew training. This dependence cements the U.S.-ROK alliance and signals South Korea's commitment to non-proliferation. The submarine will be a symbol of partnership, defensive, not offensive. South Korea's nuclear sub-pursuit is a direct response to a worsening security environment. North Korea's growing nuclear arsenal and closer ties with Russia have raised the stakes. Existing defenses are no longer enough. Seoul needs a credible deterrent. A nuclear-powered sub is nearly impossible to target in a first strike, guaranteeing a powerful second strike capability. This changes adversaries' calculations, making aggression far riskier. The sub also boosts intelligence and surveillance, tracking North Korean activity and missile launches. With diplomacy stalled, a strong defense is the only reliable path to peace. The nuclear submarine is a shield. Its purpose is to prevent war, not wage it. It's a vital tool for stability on the peninsula. The journey from approval to launch is filled with obstacles. The U.S. green light is political, not yet a formal policy. Congress must still approve the tech transfer. Upgrading the Philadelphia Shipyard for nuclear construction is a massive, complex task. Delays in facilities, supply chains, or workforce training could push the timeline back. Regional reactions, especially from China and North Korea, could heighten tensions and trigger an arms race. Transparent diplomacy will be needed to reassure neighbors and the global community. The financial cost is enormous, requiring sustained funding over decades. The government must prove to taxpayers that this investment is essential for national security. Success will depend on political will, technical expertise, and international cooperation. South Korea's leaders are clear. This new capability doesn't change their commitment to peace. Defense Minister Ahn Gyubak has reaffirmed the nation's pledge to denuclearization and ruled out nuclear weapons. The submarine is nuclear-powered, not nuclear-armed, a tool for deterrence, not escalation. By working transparently with the U.S. and foregoing uranium enrichment, Seoul upholds non-proliferation norms. The sub is a shield, enabling South Korea to pursue peace from a position of strength. It marks a shift toward self-reliance and a stronger voice on the world stage. Ultimately, this is about securing a future where South Koreans can live free from fear. The silent hunter beneath the waves will stand as a guardian of peace for generations to come.